Eatman, no reason to be frustrated by this upset, it's just part of the game. Charlotte, N.C, ***, another important reminder for those who pay attention to point spreads before games: they are meant for betting purposes, not to determine which team is objectively better. If anyone genuinely believed the Panthers were better than the Cowboys on Sunday, it's hard to imagine how. Despite Carolina being listed as a 3-point favorite, no one could have seriously considered them a stronger team than Dallas, even with the Cowboys' struggles this season. Yes, Dallas had its issues, but not to the extent where Carolina could realistically claim superiority. For me, the main question in this game was whether the Cowboys would bounce back from a tough loss to the Bengals, which all but ended their playoff hopes. Heading into cold conditions in Carolina, where the Panthers weren't winning but were fighting hard against better teams, the stage was set for a potential upset. However, as often happens in sports, talent and playmaking ability ultimately decide the outcome. The Cowboys, despite a season marked by injuries, still had key players like C.D. Lamb, who was the best offensive player on the field, and a defensive duo in Micah Parsons and Osa Odigizua. Parsons had another multi-sack game, but it was Odigizwa's sack and forced fumble on the first play of the third quarter that truly sealed the win. That play put an end to any false hope the Panthers may have had. The Cowboys' first-half performance was shaky, highlighted by a fumble from Cooper Rush that could have extended their lead, only for the Panthers to capitalize with an 83-yard touchdown that kept them in the game. But once Osa's turnover early in the second half turned the tide, Dallas quickly regained control, scoring 2 more touchdowns to push the lead to 24-7, where it should have been all along. Despite the Cowboys showing they were the better team on the field, it's crucial not to gloss over the reality of the season. The Cowboys are not as bad as their 6-8 record suggests, but they aren't as good as they might have been either. The team falls somewhere in the middle, likely to finish around 7-10 or 8-9, which won't be enough for a playoff spot, but also not bad enough to secure a top draft pick. The takeaway here is that the Cowboys still have talented players, and while their season may be winding down, they are far from a team ready to tank. Dallas is still trying to win games, and as long as key players stay healthy, they can compete with most teams, especially against those with less talent. Even if Vegas calls it an upset, the Cowboys proved they were the better team on the field Sunday.